Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today's gist is coming from the palace of Ooni of Ife, Ojaja 2. The revered king is set to announce his marriage with one of his wife, Princess Elizabeth Olori Akinmuda. Now, contrary to what a lot of people are saying on social media, that this wife is a new wife and the sixth wife. No, after the king married new Yeyelua, which is Princess Miriam Anako, Princess Elizabeth Akinmuda, whose announcement, Thanksgiving and reception will be holding May 28th, was followed. But it seems she was not announced officially as one of the queens in the palace. So therefore, this is not a new wedding or a new wife altogether, contrary to what people are debating on social media. There were so many reactions to this, as people thought, oh, the Ooni is taking another wife. And of course, who should question the Ooni if he decides to take another wife? He's a royal, and I don't think he's going against any of the Yoruba rights, religious and cultural belief, knowing fully well that is the most revered king in the whole of Yoruba land. So therefore, it is only befitting for him to have several wives by his side. Well, sharing this news on social media, a lot of bloggers took to their various pages to announce that the king is taking a new wife, which is contrary to what is on ground. Princess Elizabeth Akinmuda has always been in the palace, so this is just a mere introduction, reception, and Thanksgiving. Well, not much is known about Princess Elizabeth Olori Akinmuda. Just very few things are known about her. It's said that the queen is reported to be from Ondo State, and it is believed that she's based in Scotland as an electronic data processor. These are few things people know about the Ooni's second wife. Actually, a few hours after the news went on social media that the Ooni is taking a new wife, post was spotted on Queen Tobi Phillips' page saying pressure to her. Now, people misread this, thinking that because the Ooni is taking a new wife, that was why Queen Tobi Phillips decided to put that out on social media, but she was talking about something else entirely and not referring to the queen. The reason why people assume this is because, one, after the Ooni married his second wife, who is Princess Elizabeth Olori Akinmuda, the third wife is Queen Tobi Phillips, was also married into the palace and announced. A lot of our fans and followers assumed that she was referring to the new wife and the incoming queen with her statement. After sharing a video of herself on social media, she added a caption to this, saying, and I quote, pressure tiwa, y'all better fasten your seatbelt cause back-to-back looks. This was the queen sharing this on social media, and here are things people said after seeing it. A user said, pressure tiwa, another yellow purple in the palace, wishing you all well. Someone responded reprimanding the comment saying, careless sock, she's not new, she's just being welcomed officially. Well, no wonder Queen Naomi said she cannot be a square peg in a circle. She was asked this question after she granted an interview a day after her birthday. She was asked if she was going to go back to the palace or could even consider going back to the palace. She answered saying she's going to be answering the question with a question that how can she be able to stand and face 6 strong women in the palace? It's not possible. She can't do that. She's just too soft for such thing. In her words, she said, and I quote, I'm going to answer the question with a question as I have been speaking to you for the past 1 hour. Do I look like someone who can survive in the midst of 6 mature and strong women? No, she is but a soft, strong, gentle woman, and I can't be a square peg in a round hole. This was Queen Naomi explaining and answering the question if she was ever going to go back to the palace. Although more in the interview, she didn't say that our experiences in the palace were all bad. She explained that it was a bittersweet moment for her. She had a good and bad times in the palace, and that's good. She also spoke about her regrets, although she said she doesn't really have so much regret, having lived for a whole 30 years. But people might just think she's trying to be humble. Back to Princess Elizabeth Olori, the second wife of Ooni of Ife. According to city people, reporting that the Ooni of Ife, Adeyeye Ogunwusi, took step to officially welcome his second wife, Olori Elizabeth. The Queen was said to have married 6 wives between September and October last year. And in October, Ooni married Olori in Magodo, Lagos. The Ooni's chiefs were said to have represented him as she was later announced his wife. Ooni Ogunwusi married her days after taking Olori Mariam Ogunwusi as his first wife. And recently, the Ooni of Ife sent out invitations for a royal ceremony to usher in his second wife formally. Now, the invitation dated 10th of May is to a the Thanksgiving service and reception of his queen, Olori Elizabeth Akinmuda. The service and reception will be held on Saturday, 20th of May 2023 and will be preceded by the traditional entry of the Queen into the ancient Ife Odua Palace of Ile-Ife. Mentioned earlier, not much is known about Olori Opeoluwa other than the fact that she's from Ondo State and she's said to be Scotland based and she's an electronic data processor. She's reported to have worked with Zetech Global Limited in UK between the 2nd of July and the 1st of November 2019. That's majorly all they know about Queen Oluwa. Well, speaking of all the queens in the palace, well, here are things you need to know about the queens in the palace, starting from Queen Mariam Anako Ogunwusi, who is the Yeyeluwa of Ife, down to the 6th wife of the Ooni. Well, Queen Mariam Ogunwusi is from Kogi State before she married the Ooni. She worked at Nestle Oil Limited, an engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning company within Nigeria oil and gas sector. She's believed to be in her 30s and according to report, lost her father at a very young age, while her mother is an ex-senior police officer and an active politician to date. Well, we already spoke about second queen, who Ife is going to be welcoming in few days, Queen Elizabeth. Not much is known about her. And our third queen is Olori Tobi Phillips. She is a native of Okitipupa, Ondo State also. She had worked for Georgia for over 6 years before becoming his wife. The former beauty queen is a fashion entrepreneur and a model by trade. Tobi is owner of QTP Luxury Fashion Outlet. And when she made her post about Pressure Tiwa, she's talking about her brand actually. She's a marine science graduate from University of Lagos and she won the most beautiful University Africa beauty pageant. The fourth queen is Queen Ashley, who was born in a ruling family in Ile-Ife. She is a certified chartered accountant with a master's degree in accounting and finance from University of Greenwich in the UK. She also owns an NGO and focusing on widows. And the fifth queen is Princess Ireke Ademiluyi. She was also born of royal and she is the great-granddaughter of late Ooni Ajagun Ademiluyi. So one way or the other, she's quite related to the royal Palace of Ife. She's a law graduate of West London University. She founded the African Fashion Week London in 2012. And our very sixth wife is Princess Temitope Adeshegun. She was the personal assistant to the former secretary of Lagos State Government during Governor Raji Fashola's term. She used to be an anchor of a show which ran for several years. Well, there you have it, guys. Do not forget to like, subscribe, drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.